since League since Season 2, and she's also a big time promoter of the esports scene in Latin America. Going to be paired up with Tierwulf, who had some strong performances at 2018 MSI. He also qualified for 2018 Worlds, playing in the play-in there, and this is considered the best jungle player in LATAM South,
right.
And he's a very aggressive player. He's known for, he had some really great interviews at MSI.
Oh, yeah.
A really kind of boisterous personality, and he's looking to prove himself.
Well, let's see if he can prove himself up against Licorice and Shiphtur. Excited to see Shiphtur again after his disappointing performance with the meme stream Disappointment Team. He and Voyboy really let me down when watching the TCS.
Voyboy won his 2v2 though.
He
didn't recover?
No, not yet.
Okay.
I need his
How far
team.
they got to get?
I'll give him semi-final.
Okay.
Right? If Double Boy can take down Diamond Flash,
Then they've
I'll
recovered.
forgive
He's
him.
redeemed himself.
I'll let him off the hook. But
Okay.
there's going to be an extra caveat to this. Shiphtur also needs to get there. Let's see if the meme stream Disappointment Team can bring it back. Of course, Licorice, I said it earlier, the best top laner North America has ever produced after his Lucian top helped take down EU in the Influencer plus Pros battle. And we've got ourselves some shenanigans here. Velkoz and Heimer locked in for NA.
Yeah, a lot of poke. Honestly, on both sides, though. You could be playing like a Comet Emax Misfortune, which is really annoying to play. There's so much guaranteed damage if you're going, Scorch, as well as the Comet's guaranteed to hit. It is definitely something that is pretty annoying. Both of these teams are going to be relying very heavily on the poke. Zyra MF, also, as we know, this 2v2 lane kind of popularized in the past, has incredibly good all-in. Also, if you do actually hit that route into the Zyra ultimate, MF ultimate coming over, you could burst down a Velkoz and a Heimer, but likewise, Velkoz ultimate, Heimer ult grenade, long-range engage, high kill potential there too.
All right, let's see how well it's going to work out. I think it was Shiphtur playing the Heimer, if I recall correctly. Shiphtur also pulling the double lift, giving himself a thumbs down. It worked double lift
giving his
earlier.
opponents that L.
Licorice just giving them the L for Zyra. Any Ace Ventura fans out there? Let's see how this 2v2 plays out. It's another unique one. It's another very different style to what we've been seeing. First MF of the day, Gun Goddess Misfortune, locked in for Tierwulf. Capri's going to be running that Zyra. Licorice on the Velkoz, Shiphtur on the Heimer, poke. So Comet and Airy. Name of the game, seen a lot of that today.
Yeah.
And I think the trend's going to continue.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I'm going to be interested to see how some of these guys actually perform on these champions, though. Tierwulf, jungle player, playing MF, maybe a little bit outside of what he normally plays, at least professionally. Certainly, Licorice not going to be one of the most experienced Velkoz players. Hasn't been something I've really seen him play. Doesn't mean he isn't, someone that kind of messes around with it. But Velkoz is also one of those champions that I think has an extremely high skill cap because, if you're really good at reactivating those Qs, like the sideways Qs on this map with the angles, you can actually get tremendously long range on that poke.
Yeah, it's really annoying to play into, especially when you start hugging the walls, etc. But it'll be quite fun there. You can see Capri being tagged as the plasma fission goes out. But also interesting that Zyra and Heimer, two of the champions in the game that have that sort of planted turret, style of gameplay, coming up against one another, and also the respective duo partners. Long-range poke. Misfortune throws down those E's, but look, again, fission after fission after fission. Licorice really showing his pedigree with the skill shots there.
Yeah.
I'm a bit of a fanboy.
Doing a pretty good job so far with those Qs, so definitely impressing thus far. We did see the E start from Misfortune. That's kind of what I expected. The slow there, hit confirms your comment. It's just really annoying to play against. There's not really any avoiding that actually landing on you. Zyra similarly can just be dropping down plants and kind of poking from outside of your range. They also have been kind of winning that push battle. Dropping that Misfortune E on the backline minions. Zyra pushing out pretty heavily there too, but that was a lot of poke. The Rockets plus the Velkoz Q hitting is a good bit of damage there.
It's so good. That Void Roof combo, if you get caught on top of it, imagine that with a grenade and a turret down. That's enough for a kill. This is honestly one of the most annoying sets of champions to play on this ARAM map ever. I have a fair few thousand games of ARAM under my belt, and speaking from experience, look at that. Capri just gets chunked down. We'll use the potion to try to regen up. No summoner spells blown just yet, but 19 CS to 15. North America are pushing Latin America south into the tower already.
Yeah, they definitely are. And now that Zyra is getting lower and lower on health, it's harder to kind of posture forward and poke. So it can kind of start to snowball against you a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, the poke war gets harder to kind of combat. You know, that rocket tagging Capri puts the area on. Even that is getting her lower and lower, and no health potions on their side.
And this kind of feels like a game that could go 100 CS or poke down until kill.
Yeah.
Like, there is some all-in, yes, right? But I think it's more likely that someone will get poked down 30, 40%, and then eat a stray skill shot that sends them packing and gets killed.
Yeah, I mean, post level 6, the all-in is really long range from this North American team. You know, Heimer ult grenade out of a bush into, you know, if that actually stuns, you can easily hit a knock-up on velkoz, long-range disintegration ray. If someone does get fairly low, that can 100 to 0 you pretty easily.
Absolutely the case. And this is, of course, the last Pro-Am 2v2 charity of the day.
Oh.
Tierwulf is getting chunked out.
That's his barrier down, too.
Yeah, summon a spell. I actually missed that one in the animations. Just a quick update for the North American representatives. Licorice and Shiphtur have picked Citizen Schools, an education and technology charity. So the more money they can win, the deeper in the bracket they can go. It's a minimum of 10 grand going that way, and the winner of this 2v2 tomorrow will get themselves 100 grand earned towards a charity of their choice. Tierwulf is not yet backed, but both Licorice and Shiphtur have. So a little bit of an advantage to the items, and you'll see Tierwulf doing so now. Luckily, Strut will get it back to lane pretty quickly.
Yep, and you can see the better buys there on the other side because they have a more delayed base. They have the extra gold to be able to actually pick up those boots, whereas it's just that second Doran's ring there for Capri. No additional health potions either. You know, a lot of health potions actually picked up here. 3 for Licorice, 3 for Shiphtur. So they know it's going to be about sustain. They know it's going to be about poke, and that's kind of the battle that they're really trying to win right now.
Yeah, really, just a tempo advantage for North America.
Oh, nice root, though.
Good root.
Oh, the double knock-up!
Double knock-up from the tectonic disruption. Tierwulf and Capri, they are in trouble, being zoned back. Hit him with a spanner. Shiphtur keeps throwing out those autos, and that's going to zone Capri and Tierwulf away.
Yeah, and the NA team has taken every single health cap on this side of the map away from their opponents, which just helps them even more. It's like an extra health potion every time you get it.
Watch this tower damage. If Tierwulf and Capri don't try to push this wave back, fortunately, MF and Zyra can do a good job, but it's 49 CS to 38, and Shiphtur and Licorice doing a great job.
And if these guys stay around, as velkoz hits 6, you know, as Shiphtur hits 6, you can just insta-kill. Like, they're so low, there's no health potions available, there's no heal or barrier available, so, you know, it's really risky to actually stay around here at this level of health.
Getting so close. That grenade plus life form disintegration ray, that's all it's going to need to secure the first kill. 57 to 41. Shiphtur's just hit 6. Licorice has just hit 6. The duo's name is Shiporice. I think that's how I'm going to say that. Or Shiporice. I don't know. But this could be the first tower kill. They might get this. Look, that's a mega turret starting to fire away. The minions are already helping out.
It's
gonna drop down. The tower is secured. North America pick up the win. And it is the first tower kill on the 2v2 Pro-Am.
Yeah, no demolish needed. Just so much poke on their team, you know, pushing back their opponents time and time again, controlling the health packs. They get that shove and alt turret dropped on the tower. They just knock it right down.
Capriwulf did their best, but Shiporice had their number. velkoz, Heimer, it's a duo we haven't seen, but it worked out very well.
It really did. I mean, a tremendous amount of wave push. They're kind of shoving in their opponents pretty constantly. Once they had the poke advantage, it just kind of went bad to worse. You can see those 3 turrets dropped, tanking up a lot. Easy turret kill there for the NA team, and pretty stacked roster, to be fair. Shiphtur is a perennial challenger player, though I think he didn't get it actually this season.
The meme stream dream team has represented us, both Boy and Shiphtur have managed to pick up wins in their respective 2v2s, so I've let them off the hook. We did 8 2v2s, Azael. 5 of them resulted in kills. 2 of them were CS victories, and Shiphtur as well as Licorice were able to pick up the tower kill. So I like those odds. It is pretty good, but I like the styles. We saw really different duos, really different ways of playing them.
Yeah, we really did, and it's one of those things that I don't think that there's, you know, a clear best way that we have seen yet. I think that, you know, like on paper, it looks like, oh, well, the poke team should always be all-in teams, but if you make that one mistake, you just instantly lose, right? You can die to those all-ins. We saw that happen a couple times, and Pretty excited to see kind of how the meta is going to develop. Now that everyone has seen a whole set of games, they can kind of copy and paste what they think would work best.
I'm just a real big fan of the fact that the all-in comps, regardless of how badly you were losing, got 2 full engages with ultimates. Now, summoner spells questionable, right? That's timing and how you use them. But watching the all-ins get to the point that they have 2 opportunities to pick up 2 kills, you legitimately can win in any single way. So let's take a look at how day 1 of the 2v2s shook out. We're going to send it over to the State Farm Analyst Lounge.
Well, thank you very much. You look so wonderful, QuickShot. I can't get over it. Here I'm with Jizuke and Broxa. Hello, gentlemen.
Hello.
You didn't see all the 2v2s, so maybe we're not going to talk too much about that. I would love to talk about NA versus EU, though. Earlier in the day. Come on, what happened?
You can start, Broxa.
I don't even know what to say about that match, honestly. I feel
I
like
agree.
That has to be the worst, or not the worst, the most weird match I've ever played.
Yeah.
Because, like, everyone was screaming, and for example, in draft, like, our only game plan going into the game was pick Nico, no matter what.
You
And
left
then they
it up
first
first.
picked Nico, and everything just
So
falls
let me
apart.
get this straight. This was your only game plan, yet they were on blue side, and you didn't ban it. Did nobody come up with the thought that, maybe we're not going to be able to pick it?
I mean, I think we came up pretty good. We first pick Jax and Kalista. It's a pretty solid picks. So,
I mean, I have to say,
won the
in-game, it
after, I
didn't
think.
look that bad, though. In-game, it looked fine. I mean, you were carrying pretty hard. You were super try-hard mode, you were. So what did it come down to?
I'm not sure. I think overall we just went for too many individual outplays. We had a point where we were really, really strong, and we could have won the game, but then we just took too many risks for no reason, pretty much.
Yeah. And so you let the whole continent down. Again, may I add? No, sorry, sorry. I'm so sorry. That just came out. I mean, it's all Star Broxa.
but also, like, it was the most chaotic communication ever.
Yeah.
Like, Bottom Top was begging for help. And I'm like, I'm like calm, saying to Broxa, Broxa, if you come mid right now, I play aggressive and I get solo kill. But bottom top, I was like, I really need my jungle. By the way, can you come, please? Like, I can't play the game. Like,
It was a little stressful.
It was a little stressful. I mean,
everyone was so stressed, actually.
You're not used to playing with each other, so that was that then. So let's talk a bit about All-Star. I mean, here in Vegas, awesome studio. Getting to see all these guys. I saw you took a picture with Faker as well. What's that been like so far, Broxa?
It's been really, really awesome to talk to all the people from different regions. Like, we get to talk to so many people, play with people that we don't normally play with. Like, this was my first time playing with someone like Jisugi on stage, and like just the whole experience of it, getting to experience all of this. It's just so different, and it's more of a fun and chill event in a way.
We are in NA, so
which
yeah.
is which is also a pretty cool part of it. So I've really been enjoying it.
Okay, awesome. And you got that was a highlight, probably taking a picture with Faker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. I saw him for the first time at the event there, and I'm like, Caps, hold my phone, take a picture.
Is this happening? Yeah.
But actually, Las Vegas is crazy. Like, you get off the plane, and there are like roulette machines. You can just play there, I think.
Yeah,
And,
it's
like,
crazy.
You go to your luggage check, and there are like maybe 100 machines where you can play.
It's always in your face.
actually
But you
insane.
guys are here to play League of Legends, so
Yeah,
staying away from all that stuff. And I mean, there's a lot going on in EU right now. Do you think about the next season already in LEC and all the roster changes? I know Broxa, that affected you, of course, very heavily with Caps now on G2. Or is this really a time to chill?
So at least for me personally, like the last maybe 2-3 weeks, there's already been so many thoughts about what to do. Caps leaving, we need to find a new mid laner, and then I feel like at this point we are on Fnatic at least in a pretty good spot going forward, and all that is settled now. So I'm just here,
Enjoying.
enjoying it. pretty
What
much.
do you think the competition's going to look like? It feels like it's going to be incredibly stacked. I mean, you guys were the 2-time champions this year. How easy is it going to be next year? Trick question.
I think I'm not entirely sure how difficult it's going to be. I feel like even going into this year, there was a lot of really good teams, and some teams did well, some kind of faltered when it mattered. So it's going to be hard to say, but obviously for me, I'm just excited to just play with Nemesis and see how we're going to be next year compared to all the other teams.
I mean, he does look insane. Are you scared of Nemesis?
No.
No. And what about Vitality? Is this the year? Are you guys going to get your first title?
Well, after this year, I hope so. We got into third place match 2 times. So, and it was really close to finals both times. Like we lost the semi-finals against Fnatic
Yes.
3-1 and against Schalke. Actually, I don't remember the score. Maybe 3-1 there as well. But like we were really close, and both times we thought we will make it.
Yeah.
So getting finally into finals will be really great.
It's
And
great.
about all the roster changes, like I think solo queue is gonna be really insane in Europe this time. I think this year was actually not so good.
Not so good.
So I think with all these changes, I think there is gonna be a lot of players playing.
It's only going to get better, right? And I mean, this was only your first year, and now you're here at All-Star. I know you talked about in the article that Ken published how, you know, this year was so crazy for you. You were on the world stage. Everyone knew your name. You kicked ass in the group stage. Of course, unfortunately, didn't even to advance. So it must be really cool for you this whole year and playing here in Vegas to top it all off.
Yeah, for sure. I had many goals this year, and even if I didn't reach finals, I still went Worlds and All-Stars. So I'm really proud of this year.
Awesome. Well, I hope you can make us proud also in the rest of the tournament. I believe you're playing in Nexus Blitz?
Yeah,
And you're
I'm
playing in
playing,
Earth. You're going to go to
right now, I
stage
think.
actually right now. So kind of prediction of how that's going to go?
I don't even know who is my team, but
Oh,
we will see.
It
I
means-
believe in this guy. He's
Yeah,
gonna carry. He's gonna carry.
I also
Sure.
believe. And Earth, that's actually a really tricky
Yeah, that's
one.
gonna be fun. I'm excited for some Earth. I believe I'm playing Diamond in 1v1 later, so that's gonna be fun
Yeah.
as well. Some jungle 1v1s.
That's
We'll see
going to
how
be
that
incredibly fun or boring. Like, we don't know about that. We'll see. Well, thank you very much for joining me. Awesome. We're going to take a quick break. We're stepping away. But when we return, Freak, Tyler 1, and Jat are going to bring you the return of Earth. And as we go to break, let's take a look at the day 1 festivities league personalities are experiencing.